Hey people, this is the AVP Next Goal Tour, and this is the men's finals, bringing you guys up to speed. The #1 seed has gotten ousted, but where there's chaos, there's opportunity. The home favorite, Cory, Logan Webber, facing Rafu Rodriguez and Piotr Marciniak. The gang is back together, and I bring you to your host. Hey people, welcome to Coconut Beach. This is New Orleans, this is Louisiana. You know what? We weren't promised any sun today, but we were promised just enough sun. We received just enough sun for what I affectionately refer to as a sunset game. Rafu, Piotr, Cory, Webber, here we go. Oh my goodness. No, there's a net violation. Singing the song Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, and that's the first point. Cory with the serve. Pretty good kill anyway.
All right. Hater Jay. So happy to join you here. Hoping my voice lasts for an extra 27 minutes here.
Hey, they only need to use you for a couple of more minutes.
Roll shot does not go in. It hits the tape, trickles down. This can be another point for Cory and Logan Webber.
Yeah, hey, listen, some of the keys to victory
right now.
Some of the keys to victory for Cory and Webber, I like to see tough serve to space. I don't really think they should be jump serving. I think Rafu and Piotr are going to be crowding the middle of the court on serve receive, and that happens to be Logan Webber's favorite serve. So I say one of those guys has to make sure they have better serve efficiency, and if Logan Webber still wants to take chances on serve to space, then do so. I think serve is going to be instrumental in this game. Rafu Rodriguez, one of the best servers on the tour. Oh my goodness.
Go gadget foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's the international man of mystery right there. He's got that Polish background. Football is a strong sport in his native country. He's got great prowess, both with hands and feet.
He's also equipped with severe cramps. And right now, I mean...
Fighting through the pain?
Yeah. I mean, if he just bent over, if he bent his knees, I'm not sure he can last that long. But to his mental toughness and his physical toughness, here he is just the same.
Marciniak here with the service. We got, skyball going. Oh, Cory's getting it. Logan Webber sets to the weak side. Oh, Rafu all over it.
Oh, Rafu's going to kick himself in the pants on that one. Because I'll tell you this, Marciniak doesn't have to move at all if Rafu's in the back row playing defense. But if they throw you a bone, man, you better make sure it tastes good. Let's get that cut shot.
I'm not kidding. Rafu reads an offense better than anyone I've ever seen. He's already in the spot where the hitter hasn't even thought about hitting it yet, 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, and moreover, he doesn't have any wasted moves. So even if he's having a bad day and he's not moving as fast, his ability to take a good first step and one move to the ball, there's a cut shot, is uncanny. His first step and him being able to read is like
unparalleled.
Yeah,
I mean,
ridiculous.
It literally is like a seventh sense. Because his sixth sense is also reading a defense. He doubles down.
I mean, he's played at Norseca, representing his country, Puerto Rico, with Orlando Irizarry. And Orlando's one of the only guys I know that move like that, except Rafu's a little longer, a little leaner, and of course, jumps higher and a little bit faster.
Shot by Logan Webber, 98 pounds of fury, gets the kill.
Logan Webber with some really, really good elevation on that. And sometimes when I'd rather have him not pull. I'd rather have him just stay at the net.
Right.
At least he doesn't head fake Rafu.
And not for nothing, Evan's been playing a lot of great defense this tournament.
Right.
Not there though, unfortunately, just a missed opportunity.
For those of you that just tuned in the semifinals, leading 14-11 match point, he's come down with severe leg cramps, and Eric Baranek and Troy Field tried to come back and unfortunately served out and gave him the match. But so he's out here and he's just trying to work it out and he's trying to see if he can go. There's a large capacity crowd that really wanted to see this match, and he's out here doing the best he can. But I think if you're hurt, not injured, because injured means you can't play, hurt means you can. And if you're at the net, I would rather have him just stay at the net, let Rafu run it down, and avoid the head fake of both of them thinking they're getting the ball.
Ace serve there for Logan Weber, coming out aggressive. Marciniak, you might be seeing a little bit of the lack of mobility with that cramping as he takes it high off the arms, doesn't get his hips around the ball to receive that properly.
Well, he has two choices. He can play up and not have to bend over and pass, or he can go back and get caught with a J-hook pass. That was a left shoulder.
Good read there. There's a great platform pass. Going weak side. Oh, picked up by Cory.
There was a touch on that.
Rafu.
What a swing cross-court kill from Rafu Roberto Rodriguez.
Rafu's out here still having a good time.
I know what I love, even with the competitive and the intensity, you see that smile. And it's just, you know what, whether you have a great play or you get burned, you see these guys, they are great competitors, but they admit, hey, that was a good one. All right, I get you.
Rafu has an uncanny ability, as we see the set here. Cory gets blocked by the guy with one leg.
Peter Marciniak gets the block. Rafu
now, one of Rafu's abilities, one of his strongest attributes is to make his partner a better version of himself. Everybody he's played with, Ed Ratledge won an AVP crown with him. Kevin McCulloch made the main draw multiple times. In fact, Chicago, they were in the main draw.
Heartbreaker there.
Into the top of the table, we're switching sides here on center court.
Bud Light has no love.
But honestly, they've got a lot of assists and a lot of blocks this tournament. And here's the thing: in the championship match, yeah, not everybody's perfect. You're going to see there, but what is that? The first or second service error, and we're 14 points in. Just a testament to the ability of these gentlemen.
No doubt. But the top of the tape, Bud Light has no love for anyone today except the home team, and that last serve they didn't.
6'9" on center.
Marciniak to serve. I think one or two things are going to happen. He's just going to continue to get warm and find a way he can be mobile, or he might not make it through this match. But he might stick around if they keep beating themselves like that. I appreciate the option, but sometimes when you go cross body and you don't reach and turn your body, sometimes the ball goes into the tape. Cory gets blocked again. I got to tell you, maybe Marciniak not jumping as high as might have improved it. Maybe with your hands lower. One of Avatar's challenges, as well as Phil, was not to go too high where your pits get shaven. So sometimes blocking a little bit lower doesn't necessarily work against you. That's an overpass, and Rafu wants an over to the net call on that. He's not going to get it.
10 serving here. Do not deny the king, ever. I got your back, Jake.
They find themselves trailing 10-8 on this.
Logan Weber serving now here.
Weber will actually go jump float. He's been doing that when the wind's been at his back.
Great reach there from Weber, but Marciniak takes advantage, tool through the top of the block.
Yeah, sometimes, again, sometimes that cruise control jump, it works better for you. This way you're not exerting. And that jump, if he can maintain that, he can do a jump like that all day. We call that cruise control. Operate out of 60-70%, and if your jump is high enough, and if Rafu gives us a set off the net, he'll definitely give him the set he deserves, because Rafu's the best setter in the business. Though some people might dispute that, right? I mean, we got Phil, we got, let's not forget Skylar Del Sol. We're all prisoners of the moment when we watch Rafu Rodriguez play and watch his hands. His fluidity is immaculate. Score is 10-10, surprisingly. I mean, if this is them having an off night and the score is 10-10, I think they're in pretty good shape. As the ref blows the whistle for serve, and Rafu, don't know why he's chabacking with the referee. Wow, that's a good pass. There's the back set.
Here we go with Weber. Weber gets a big swing. Rafu all over it. Having up, pump fake, swing and a kill.
Swing and a kill.
And I think Rafu right now is spitting into the wind. He might want a hands call on that, and I don't think he's going to get one. First contact is perfectly legal. It's been perfectly legal for quite some time. It's only illegal to carry it or double hit it. There's certain things that are protected or not protected by the hard-driven ball. This isn't it. And ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys. Victoria Dennis here with Evan Cory's father, Lance. Lance, what is it like to watch your son in your backyard, basically?
This is the most exciting thing I think me personally, I've ever seen, but the state of Louisiana has ever seen.
Your son is an incredible athlete, and it shows as he's here in the finals on his home court. You got a lot of fan depth here. I know Bab's grandma, she's in the building.
Grandma's very happy. She's excited beyond belief. Her nerves are shot like everyone else's, including mine, but we're trying to hide them well. We're very proud of him.
Thank you, Lance.
Thank you.
As we begin the first serve off the technical timeout, Evan Cory jump serve. That one goes to Marciniak, and there's the back set, and he's jumping, and that one he got blocked. Striking first blood is Evan Cory and Logan Weber. Evan Cory came on the podcast a year ago during COVID, and when I asked him where was he when COVID shut down, he was playing volleyball at Lincoln Memorial, and when his team got shut down, he got very, very emotional, and I understand the entire team was crushed. And they played that last match before their season got canceled as if it was their last. And here he is out here on the beach scene full time. Rafu Rodriguez with a good move, but I think that was well scattered out. And I think Weber gets that anyway, but I can't be mad at the attempt. Truly an enemy territory right now, as much as everybody loves and respects Rodriguez and Marciniak. They're literally in have an uphill battle. It looks like that's an ace. Oh my goodness. Evan Cory from serving zone 1 to zone 1. Honestly, a lefty's favorite serve, and I expect him to go after Marciniak a little bit more until Marciniak shows he can side out consistently. Rafu with the one-legged takeoff, and I mean, we might see a lot of option, and if he wants to do that, I think Marciniak has to really hold his platform. I think if he holds his platform, I think it's going to allow the ball to wait for Rafu to get there. In indoor volleyball, we call it hard wall, padded wall, and the women do it significantly better than the men. Look at that spin serve. Cory wasn't fooled. There's the up and down, and Rafu trying to deliver a good set, and there's a free ball on the spin. There's the up and down out of the middle and over the top.
Big swing.
And they're definitely gonna give Marciniak a touch call on that, and Marciniak disagrees, and Rafu has really got to regroup here.
14-12, here's set number 1.
On the last 4 plays, Rafu has had something to say to the referee, and sometimes you need to make your piece be made and then move on. Oh my goodness, I think we just witnessed our first ever AVP baby on the court. I've heard of a ball on court, and I've heard of people throwing things on the court.
Poor mama scared the living tar out of that kid.
This has to be the very first ever in the history of the pro scene baby on court.
You made the baby cry. You made the baby cry, Mom. What are you doing?
Back to serve here.
Rafu at the service line. We got 12, serving 15.
We got a free ball situation and drilled into the tape. And man, I got to tell you, if they keep letting them stay in this game, I mean, you've
seen Rafu take a charge. I mean, Rafu keeps his head. He's got great mental awareness, and whether it's down 5 points or 4 points, I've seen Rafu come back from a 6-point swing and take the game.
Yeah, they do not want Rafu hanging around in this match, and I mean, they haven't had momentum at any point in this game, and yet they only find themselves down by 2 points. And I think that's a testament to the experience of Rafu Rodriguez.
And you know, and Marciniak is playing with cramping issues that you mentioned, but Rafu is Mr. Consistency right now.
Beautiful line over.
Shot there from
Evan Cory, there you go.
Evan Cory, 16-13.
Great elevation. A little less up and down on that shot. Rafu having a little bit of fun with the fans. He always does.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Mom.
Rafu with the low set, and Marciniak drills one, and man, just when you think he had nothing left in the gas tank, and just when you think he's battling some kind of nagging injury, he's getting a little better and better with every single rep. And like I said in the beginning of the game, if I'm Marciniak, I don't think I want to peel. I want to stay at the net, and Rafu has the first step on anything up and down. Now's the time to trust your partner to take it home. Yeah, it seems like he's dealing with it pretty well. He's jump serving. He actually had a pretty good inside set on a cross-court kill, one of their favorite plays they like to run. Sometimes they shoot it to the pin, and sometimes when the blocker's already lined up at the pin, they kind of audible. Look at the fluidity on that set. Amazing. There's an over-the-top swing, and there is, wow. Excellent. And look at that. Cory says that's not going to fall on my watch. Not on his watch. Not on his court. Not on his beach. Not in his state, says Evan Cory.
Evan Cory, also winner of the bounce contest they had here at the Players Party on Friday night.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, and a bounce competition that has Bruno Amorim, that has Jeff Samuels. I mean, look out, shout.
Yeah.
Evan Cory saved his best stuff for last.
Yeah.
How about the guy that did a 360 back one? That should have gotten a 10. That ball's out of bounds, and now the lead seems more and more difficult through every point. Now it's 19-14.
At the service line here in set number 1.
Logan Weber to serve. A little wind at his back. More often than not, with the wind at his back, you don't see him jump serve. Wind at his face, he's gonna pull a jump serve all the time. And as far as improvement's concerned, I mean, with the exception of Rafu Polis, I've been watching him train in Hermosa Beach. The most improved player in this year is definitely Logan Weber. His serve to space is earth-shattering. Whole bunch of tomahawk digs, and why did Evan see that? But Rafu fake stepped. That might not work twice on Rafu, and man, and Rafu doesn't miss that shot twice either. Rafu with a fake step and had him roll right into the defense, which sometimes works on hitters who take a look at you and then take a look at the ball.
Jay, you are not lying. Evan Cory here has a chance to take away the first set. They're up by 6, and he wants to take a charge here, go into the second set with an authoritative lead.
And this time they serve Rafa Rodriguez. He had pretty good serve to space on Marciniak, and I don't know why they changed up, but I guess we're gonna see as the second set, soon to be second set, comes.
Don't count it out yet. Marciniak at the service line here. He's got a 4-point deficit. Just needs to get 4 to force extra innings, as we like to say.
He looks like he's just getting warm. I mean, the guy went from a sky ball to jump serves to spinners to blocking Cory, and there's the tweener. The extra point is good between the uprights, and that is the end of the first set. And a big round of applause from the hometown favorites as we take you away to a commercial break. Guys, stay with us. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, Coconut Beach. The sun has set, the lights are on, and the lights are not too bright for these two youngsters. Evan Cory picking up where he left off. You better believe this is going to be a jump serve. Expect him to go back to position 1, yes. And that time handle a little bit better. The up and down inside set and bouncing it in front of the defense is Piotr Marciniak. Piotr, nicknamed the Polish Express. He and Kaya Marciniak, longtime NVL players, multiple-time champion. He and Rafu, I believe on 2 occasions, finished in the AVP main draw semifinals twice. Hermosa Beach, one of them, and that's a pretty good shot. Hermosa Beach 2017, I believe. They made the semifinals, winners bracket only. Blew through some competition. John Mayer, Case Beer playing together at that time. Kurt Toppel played with Baumgren. Wow, nice patience.
Here's Evan Cory in the outside. Oh, the floor drops right out underneath that one.
Yeah, great teardrop shot
From Captain Luno's
by Evan Cory.
Logan Weber, the Wolverine, that serve.
Logan Weber might want to put some lead on this. I believe he's going to jump serve. It's got a nice low toss, which is all-purpose for all kinds of weather. And Rafu, man.
Great hustle and play.
And Rafu's option game is deceptively fast. He doesn't seem like he's getting up high, but he gets just up high enough to teardrop. Piotr Marciniak to serve. Peter's got a good jump serve, but he's not going to do it on that side. Maybe not definitely on that bad wheel.
Yeah, a little running poke float. Evan Cory setting the weak side. Logan Weber up. Deep corner, but it's long and out of bounds.
Pretty good shot by Evan Cory, and he knows he has to challenge Rafu. Rafu is very much like Todd Rogers, where he just basically shaves the foot off of every side of the court, and if you're perfect, you got him. If you're not, you're going to lose.
Right you are, and the mobility on Rafu is very similar to Rogers. It's just he's everywhere in the blink of an eye. Yeah. You have to give credit where credit is due, and Rafu deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, well, I mean, in time, he might deserve the promotion of Professor, but right now, Professor belongs to Todd Rogers, and he's literally educating our youth on the beach scene at Cal Poly.
And also educating other coaches,
Rogers,
too.
By the way.
Coach of the Year, correct?
Coach of the Year for the Big West. In the NCAA, it was Andrew Fuller, who I thought did a pretty good job this year, but Andrew Fuller got it for the NCAA. I thought John Mayer had deserved it. They won 31 games, and in the postseason, before the after the voting.
Well, you know what? I don't know why you're not on the. Why are you not on the committee for selection of Coach of the Year?
I don't know, but I
mean, I would have you in a
call
second.
me crazy, but I believe Andrew Fuller was. No, he's actually on the board for the All-American team. I seriously doubt they'd have him vote for himself.
He's so classy, he never would.
No, he's class personified, and I've been adamant about John Mayer winning Coach of the Year, and it sounds like I'm casting aspersions on Coach Fuller. I'm not doing that. I just think that.
And we are talking about the coach, not the guitarist.
The level of success, it was awesome.
We are talking about John Mayer, the coach, not the guitarist.
Of course,
all right, coach. But even though I think they both hang out with Dave Chappelle.
I don't think John Mayer, the coach, hangs out with Chappelle.
Rafu, 4-4 here on center court.
Rafu, that GQ stubble.
He might be more of a George Carlin guy.
Here we are. Cory coming up. Oh, off the dome piece. That is a block and a half.
Man, that is a noggin job by someone that's not even supposed to be playing at 100%. And sometimes, like I said before, not functioning at 100% is not always a bad thing. In fact, for a tournament, nobody wants to function at 100%. In fact, elite athletes don't even come in the tournaments at 100%. Everybody has nagging injuries, and this is just one for Piotr Marciniak.
All right, great set there. Logan Weber coming out of the middle. No block, and he just puts that ball down.
And Rafu, with his hands on his hips, looks at Peter and says, you know, I had everything covered except the spot where I want you to put your hands up. Can you help a brother out?
By the way, if you are watching this and you have not subscribed to AVP America on the YouTube channel, make sure you do so for all the updates, the replays, the breakdowns, and everything else. And if you're enjoying Louisiana Beach Week, the largest prize purse on the East Coast is coming up in July. That is Atlantic City Beach Week. AVP America Next Gold, or AVP America and AVP Next Gold Tour stop in Atlantic City, $50,000 prize purse. Make sure you log on, check out all the events at AVP Next Gold and also AVP America.
I got to tell you, the last play was basically, as far as fluidity and chemistry is concerned, is exactly what we've been seeing the entire tournament. You know, during pool play, they were so good, we almost dropped the headset and left. Because the plays they were running, we had to come up with names for them. And Bassam and myself were actually doing the broadcast on that one. And they were just running these ridiculous shoots and plays and jump sets, and of course the serve to space.
Cory now serving here. very vocal supporter, as we see a lot of blue noses in the crowd in support of Evan Cory.
Well, we are definitely
local hero.
We definitely support Blue Nose Athletics as Rafu gets blocked on that. I actually thought that was a pretty good swing, and that was very, very sharp cross court, but that was Logan Weber spreading both hands, particularly his left hand, hiking
goes back to serve.
way into the cross court, almost the middle of the court. Seems like his arms got 6 inches longer on that reach in.
You are not kidding. Rafu going to the weak side. Great swing there.
Good night. Oh, my goodness. His hand. He's trying to hide the pain, but let me tell you something. He got darted on his hand. Hey, something that you might have missed. He shook his hand a little bit, but he's trying not to show the crowd. I think he penetrated a little bit too early on that block and got tweened. Now, I don't know which finger, but we're going to keep an eye on that.
As somebody who has misblocked a ball by not having his thumbs up in the right time and had a lovely Z-shaped pinky a few times, especially when coaching, it's embarrassing and painful when you dislocate that finger on a block.
Even the weakest hitter, I mean, when that happens, it's painful. Now, you get a powerful hitter, you feel like you want to faint.
Logan Weber, high line on the top of the block. We got 8-7 here.
Actually, a pretty close game, like I said. Rafu and his experience does allow them to hang around when they're playing poorly and actually get ahead when they're playing well. Wow, well scouted out. Wow. Logan Weber having a little fun with his partners, having a little fun with the crowd.
Look at that. Evan showing the love to his partner. If you're enjoying Louisiana Beach Week, guess what? There's another
Great
beach
block.
week coming up in the East Coast. That is in Atlantic City. $50,000
That's Logan
on
Weber.
the line in Atlantic City.
Well,
Beach
again,
Week
well
coming up in
scouted
July.
out. They
Check
know
out
they
the
like that
AVP
shoot
America.
set, which is why you saw Rafu somewhere in the beginning of the middle of the game actually take the shoot set and drift it into the middle. Whatever the crowd is chanting, I think we're gonna not translate that from.
By the way,
from
keeping it crassy while classy.
We're not translating that from NOLA to English. I don't think I'm gonna go with that one.
I think it's a term of endearment, even though it's surprisingly offensive.
Well, I guess
I'm just
depends
kidding.
on where we live, right?
Right.
There's a pretty set and
Wow, nice swing there. Weber's got the read in the block going up for high line. Guess what? Who's there? Evan Cory coming back to the outside. Oh, all day. Look at Rafu. And a kill from Rafu. Surgical precision.
And this is what I was talking about yesterday. This man makes these plays, and then you hold your breath, and by the time you're ready to exhale, you're like, how did he just do that? I mean, if there's a mic drop in volleyball,
that was
not
it.
Physically, but metaphorically.
I mean, you saw broken ankles and just dejection. They're going, that's out, right? That's out, right? No, he wasn't aiming out. And I honestly did the same thing. Logan Weber, I don't think did anything wrong. You saw that skip, and you're thinking it's going to go out.
Man.
Rafu somehow got that in, painted that corner off the top of the tape.
Rafu has more mic drops than an alcoholic on karaoke.
Oh, there you go. Going inside Evan Cory. Great up there from Rafu, and this one's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that I love the fluidity on that set. I mean, someone takes the ball low, that's fine. I don't think a ref should have a problem with that. But when you take it low, and then you bring it lower after you're already taking it low, that's the carry.
By the way, this is Beach Week here in beautiful Louisiana. We're down here in New Orleans. For all the tour stops and AVP Next Gold information, visit avpamerica.com or avpnextgold.com. We have Beach Week coming up. I think is the next biggest prize purse available, $50,000 in the prize purse in Atlantic City coming up in July. Juniors, player clinics, coaches clinics, all sorts of volleyball events going on for Beach Week in Atlantic City.
What a block! What a block by Logan Weber, a much-needed block. We're 1 point away from the technical timeout.
We got 11 serving 9 here. Evan Cory at the service line. Logan Weber with
very important point. And I know what Rafu's thinking. He's thinking 10-11 sounds better than 9,
yes.
12-9.
Yes,
much needed side out. They need this. I know they can come back from everything, but this is not the team you want to be trailing all day.
Rafu
my
answering, threading the
goodness.
needle.
Just
wow.
wowing people on that crossbody. And here we are as we enter the technical timeout. Rafu leaves all of you with that thought. We'll be back. I turn you to Victoria Dennis.
Athlete and commentator as well. Kyle, what is your viewpoint on this tournament and this finals match?
Victoria, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. This has been a really interesting finals that we have here. Piotr and Rafu clearly struggling from a long day of volleyball. Piotr not moving very well out there. Still in this match because of their ball control and skill. Unfortunately, Piotr and Rafu, this is their 5th match of the day. That's a lot of volleyball to play in one day. Unfortunately, with the way the tournament was set up, it would have been better to have 4 matches yesterday, 4 matches today. We're already on that 5th match. They're tired, but they're playing great volleyball right now.
We're seeing a lot of adversity from the athletes here on the AVP America Tour, and great volleyball has been played all day long. Kyle, friend, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Victoria Dennis. And as we come back, we have to take a look at an ace. One of the down ref called it in, and the top ref wanted to take a second look, and Rafu's not going to be happy. And yep, here it comes. Here comes Chewbacca from Star Wars. Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking at right now, and I totally agree. I think the down ref called in on a line touch, and if you see the line jump, that ball's automatically in. You don't
Well,
need to
not
look at the
necessarily,
spot.
because as a referee, I will testify to the fact that if a ball does strike the sand just behind the line, it does move the sand, which can flip the line to cause a vibration. So yes, the line may have moved. However, depending on the sand you're in,
I've heard that argument before, and you're not going to find a lot of FIVB and AVP refs that are going to give someone the rub on a ball that they believe hit the sand so hard that it kicked it up to make it look like the line judge. That's what you call a 16-4s argument on Hermosa Beach. That ball's out of bounds, and once again, after a controversial call, the very next play, they have to be able to overcome some of these controversial calls, particularly on the next play. We don't want one call lasting 3 points.
nice set. That is a 6 set from Rafu. Beautiful set to the outside. Peter puts it down the line for the kill, just out of the reach of Logan Weber's block.
Peter Marciniak looking still a little gingerly on that leg. And now he's not jump serving, he's just trying to get to the net. And he has to, because if they serve Cory,
one hop float,
he's going to be the victim of an option.
Sidewinder.
No, that's how you get rid of the option. And that ball's out of bounds, and a dag nabbit by Logan Weber.
Peter Marciniak, the man of mystery, back to serve. 12 serving 13.
12 serving 13. I'd like him to go Polish floater to the middle again, even if it is Logan Weber. It's Weber on that. That's the good part. Rafu with an amazing dig, and there's a shorty, and that might, you got to be careful with the shorties. This is a very good option team, and Peter, I mean, is very, very afraid to take a big step, because as soon as he dips and takes that big step backwards, I'm not sure how he's going to react to that. As you can see, he's been staying very tall instead of in the athletic stance. So, and it's one of those things. I mean, I wouldn't even peel if I don't think I can touch it. And that one.
Well, when you got Rafu behind you, no, you don't take any court away from Rafu.
I don't even think I do that if I'm healthy.
Yeah. Oh,
my goodness, did he get fooled on that?
Wow, is that a pump fake?
No, it looked like Evan was trying to go for a use, like a wipe off the block on the tight drifter.
Yep, and missing it. But Peter dropped so early. He's like, I'm not biting. I'm not biting. You gotta be a better poker player than that to get me to go all in.
Peter didn't bite on that block, and Cory was like, wait a minute. Trailing by 1.
We got a barn burner again. Great serve.
An even better pass.
Logan Weber up. Block
Oh
for
my
points.
goodness. High-level volleyball here, gentlemen and ladies. Or should I say ladies and gentlemen? I mean, great serve, an even better pass, and an even better block on that cross court. And here we are at 14-14. This team has gone from a team that's trailed to a team that's hanging on to a team that might go ahead.
And I just love that the competition is so good and the play is so good that Hater J can't even live up to his surname. Haterade, you ain't drinking it today, baby.
I'm not, no. Listen, Haterade is usually served in vanilla, but I can't find anything around here that doesn't have less than 38 grams of sugar, so I've been a water boy.
You've been Appreciator J today.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, this is the kind of quality play we're seeing.
I am Appreciator J
and
today.
These players have earned it. Absolutely. 15-14, Rafu jump serve going to Logan Weber. Cory sets him, one blocker up. Does not matter.
Man, he is all the way up on that elevator, and Logan Weber knows that anything less than that is not going to get past Marciniak, even that healthy end. And he did his part. Yeah, he did his job. I mean, he got up there as a perfect set, read the progressions, didn't even need a call for that.
Big serve coming here.
That ball is jumbo shrimp and just out of bounds. I do like the move because they saw something we call a 4-block switch. Now, a 4-block switch is when the blocker fakes line, jumps in the cross, and the other person switches his progression into the line. And he saw the switch, went for the jumbo, and unfortunately, it went out.
You know, and with the changing winds, I mean, we've seen it going east, west, north, south throughout the day. I mean, the flags today are barely flapping. Earlier today, they were bent over, so almost horizontally, because the wind was so strong. So you got to play the odds.
Yeah. Hey, listen, at least Cancun, FIVB Cancun is here in spirit. All of the players were telling me. I talked to Theo Brunner a couple of weeks ago and Came Shock. And Came Shock said Cancun didn't have directional wind. It was swirly wind. And we saw a whole lot of that this weekend. This weekend started with a big monsoon type of rain, right? Everything got pushed back. We had a lightning delay.
A frightening lightning delay.
Yes. When you hear the thunder roll, when you hear the thunder roll, when you're in a restaurant and it shakes the ground, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna stay in here until all of this goes away. And that's what the elite athletes, the officials, the refs, everybody look for shade and literally weathered out the storm.
Better to look for shade than throw shade. That's all I'm saying.
No doubt. I mean, there's been nothing but shade the entire weekend, but a lot of sunshine on the court. You know, the bringers of the rain have been the players.
We got 17 all here. Rafu back to serve. We are on runs of 4 points for a big check or for set number 3.
I really like the optics ball.
As am I. Wilson AVP. It is the actual AVP game ball. You know, if you want yours to elevate your game, go to wilson.com. Get your optics today.
18-17 with our monster
Rip from Evan Cory. Evan Cory unleashes right there. Sharp angle. He sees that open lane, takes it, and puts it right inside the line. Great shot, great elevation there, and good placement.
Listen, Evan Cory doesn't actually take a lefty set. He takes a regular right-handed set, very much like Ben Vaught, and very much like John Mayer and Sharif as well from Qatar. They swing over their head, and there's the break.
killer free ball.
That was a ball. That was a huge mistake. You always follow that ball no matter what. I mean, that's a big break for Rafu and Marciniak. And I mean, they got to use some of these breaks. They've gotten more breaks than Lindsay Lohan in court, and they have to use some of these breaks.
Here we go, 18 all here. Peter Marciniak back to serve.
Somebody whose toes you want to suck. Nice.
Is a floater. Up and down set, and Cory gets dug. Oh, the jump bump. Okay. Not sure what happened, but there's a block on that, and Rafu's taking his time getting up, and I don't blame him. They do have a timeout. Both teams are afforded one timeout for each set, not including the technical timeout. So they're actually going to get back to the line and decide if they're going to call the timeout or if they decided they had enough time to recover. So here's the up and down set there. Oh my goodness, that was a much needed block. And now you see the swirling of the crowd, and the father is losing his mind. Papa Cory running up and down the aisles. So proud of his son, and he should be. And now timeout is called. And as timeout is called, we might take the action somewhere else, or
Right here, 2018.
all right, hey, we'll stay here. Actually, a whole bunch of people are up tonight. I don't know what time it is right now, but I know it's dark, and I know the lights are shining, and the light shining the brightest right now is Evan Cory and Logan Weber, particularly Weber on that block. Just straight down, high level, reach 11.5 plus. Big time block. Yeah, again, Evan Cory, like his season at Lincoln Memorial got canceled, and it broke his heart. And anyone that's ever played in a sport at that level knows that college volleyball is a 10-month experience. You're training, you're in the gym, you diet, nutrition, you have to study like heck, and it leads all the way up to this moment to take what's yours as far as glory, and that was taken away from him. But now every tournament he seems to be getting it back, one play at a time. Match point opportunity number one. Oh, basket catch dig, and now that ball's trouble. My goodness, he played that for the match. Cory got it, and that's it. Evan Cory. Logan Weber, winners over the 2 seed Rafu Rodriguez, Piotr Marciniak. For Rafu and Piotr, hey, welcome back. The band is back together, and I hope you guys stay together, because I love what I saw a few years ago before and after Ed Ratledge, and I hope you stay together. But today does not belong to them. Today belongs to the hometown heroes. Today belongs to the most improved player of the year, Logan Weber. Today belongs to Evan Blue Nose Cory, as this capacity crowd lets their desire and happiness and elation be known. Good grief, this is awesome. This is a main draw worthy, Gold Series worthy crowd with a high level finals. With 2 guys in which it's their time to shine, with a guy who's literally playing on one leg and blocking and jump serving. And of course, Rafu being Rafu. What a classic finals, and what an awesome finish. And Cory couldn't think of a better way, and now the emotion comes, and now he's gonna have to be able to compartmentalize that. As we're waiting for a post-match interview. Victoria Dennis in the house.
All right, you guys, I'm here with Evan Cory and Logan Weber, champions of the AVP Next Gold New Orleans. Evan, this is a home court for you. How do you feel?
I mean, right whenever it happened, I just cried, honestly. It's my home, and the people here, the community is just, it's the best. So shout out to everybody in the community. I love y'all.
I can see the tears building up in your eyes. I know this means a lot to you. Logan, going into that finals, what was the mentality? It was a brutal 2-day long tournament. How do you feel about going into the finals?
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough circumstance, because obviously we knew, Piotr was cramping a little bit, and just like mentally it's weird to go into games like that and stay aggressive and not think too early about whether we're going to win or not. But yeah, it was just awesome. I mean, I can really say we gave it everything we had, because I don't know if I could have played a 3rd set in that one. So it was awesome. I'm just so happy for Evan, and for us as a team, that we were able to do this here for him. So it was awesome.
Awesome. Evan, I do have to shout out your grandma, Babs. She is actually my spirit animal, coolest lady ever. I saw her cheering for you. How is it being able to play for her?
I mean, just everybody in my family. I had all of them out here today. And I mean, kind of throughout my life, it's been us against the world, and that's kind of how always we've preached it to each other. Nobody else is going to give us anything, and we do it for each other. So it's awesome being able to come out here, see them, actually being able to cheer me on, and taking it home for them.
Congratulations, boys. AVP Next Gold New Orleans champs.
Love you, NOLA!
And thank you, Victoria Dennis. And that concludes this magnificent, fantastic weekend here in Coconut Beach, New Orleans, Louisiana. So for all of you at home, for Victoria Dennis, for the greatest MC I have ever met in my life, for Evan Cory, congratulations. And for the rest of us, have a good day. We're out. Love you to pieces.